Some of you may be under the misguided impression that the world is ending. And to be honest with you, I can see how you come to that conclusion. Shit's crazy out here. You know, here in America, we damn near at a civil war over who can and cannot walk into the men and women's bathrooms, compete and contact men and women's sports. That's what we're distracted with right now. Let alone globally, the whole financial system as we know it is shutting down right in front of us. In other countries, there's this thing called bank runs where people say, hey, yo, you saying I'm not going to have access to my funds? Nah, let me get my money out of here. And then them bank tellers go to the bank right now and say you need to withdraw $10,000. They going to look at you. Oh, so what's the reason for your withdrawal? It's my damn money. What you talking about? But you see it. You see the global collective consciousness is rising. And with that collection rising, old systems have to die. They're moving too slow for the higher frequency that a lot of us are moving into. Now, some of you are moving into that dystopian future, and some of us are moving into the utopian future. The reason why this is happening is the Great Divide. Now, this goes under various names: Great Divide, Great Reset, great, something, something, something. It means some big shit is about to happen one way or another, right? The reason why the world is so crazy right now is kind of like, I'm a very skinny individual. I'm skinny, I'm lanky, you know what I'm saying? Air sign, so I'm skinny, right? But if I were to start working out, my muscles are going to start burning. Even if I overdo it too much, my joints are going to ache, right? So with me going through those changes, even though it's for the better, even though there's going to be some type of end result one way or another, you have to go through those growing pains. I used to work for a company that started off as a mom and pop and they started growing. So they went from mom and pop, you can get away with stuff, they let you do stuff, to we got to start being more corporate. And for the people that were there, like me coming in the middle of it, things were not making sense. It's like, yo, why can't he do that, but I can't even do that? But because he's been here, so all the drama that comes with that. That's what's happening globally. I mean, we have biblical, flooding happening. You know what I'm saying? And when we have some places being washed out, and we have some bodies of water that are draining, revealing the secrets that lie under them. I'm not going to spoil it for you. You go ahead and you start looking into that. You know what I'm saying? There's certain burial grounds. I'm being very vague with that on purpose. There are burial grounds that are being mass burial grounds, which means it wasn't probably a good thing. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That are being, uncovered, when this water recedes, because some of these water bodies aren't natural, right? With the collective consciousness rising, things have to change. There are going to be global growing pains. That's what we are experiencing right now. But some of you are just going through it. You're observing everything. You're not letting it bother you. You're just paying attention to make sure you know how to move. And some of you, like I started this video off with, are be like, oh my God, it's over. The end is nigh. The end is nigh. For those of you that think the world is over, I just have to propose something to you. Why'd you give up? Why'd you give up? You have literally thrown in the towel already, saying the end is nigh, the end is nigh, it's over, game over, the elites won, the darkness won. Who won? Me and my squad over here are fighting back. We still in the middle of this shit. Don't get me wrong, it's reaching a precipice, but we're fighting, and you over here saying it's over. World's over. Look at what's happening here, and this is just the work of Satan. For all you religious people out there, y'all be saying, this is Satan, this is Satan, this is the devil, this is the devil. Why are you giving so much power to the devil and Satan and the bad guys, the elite and the darkness, instead of praising whoever it is that gives you light, gives you guidance, gives you comfort? I'm not here to get all preachy with you, but y'all know I like to pick on the Christians, because the Christians are some closed-minded individuals that I love to mess with, but for real though. This is the work of Satan. This is evil. Blah, blah, blah. First of all, man, let me break some. Let me get my tinfoil hat on real quick. Some of y'all don't realize that y'all are looking at, or maybe we could be in different timelines. I'll come back to that. But from my current perspective, me recording this video for y'all to, take in and absorb and do with as you wish, you don't realize that half of these political people are actors, tinfoil hat on. Some of these people are literally wearing costumes. Current people in high levels of leadership, presidential bodies, for example. Not the real person. And to me, this is before I even got in the rabbit hole. I was like, yo, he looked different. Yo, why she look like that? And then you find the people that, call the white hats. I'm giving you all the stuff to start doing your researches on. The white hats are over here exposing all this type of stuff, showing you stuff, giving you video proof, audio proof, photos, documents, drafted up, marked up, everything to show it to you. And sometimes, yes, you gotta slow your roll and not drink too much of the Kool-Aid, but sometimes you can't deny that. Like I said, some of y'all are seeing doom and gloom. You're scared. You're looking at everybody like you're crazy. Looking at everybody like it's the enemy, divisive, polarized. And some of you are chilling. Some of y'all are actually doing better than you ever have. This might be an unpopular thing to say, but David 91, the thing, that was the greatest time of my life. Why? Because it confirmed to me why I'm different. You see what I'm saying? I've been different my entire life and I didn't have the right words to do it. But due to David 91, I realized that I am not afraid to fight for what I believe in. At the risk of getting in trouble on my channel, that divisive, polarizing stuff, what y'all don't realize is that the darkness is losing. They're losing. You want to know why I say that? Some of y'all be like, how are they losing? We have everything that you said is true. We got earthquakes, biblical floods. We got this. They're keeping people's money. They're storing. What do you do when you are really about to lose and you have no other option? You can either, like some of y'all, throw your hands to the ground. Oh, I quit. It's over. They won. Or you can take as many people out as you can. Sow as much chaos as possible. You're done. But if I'm going down, I'm going to make sure I get one good lick on my way down. That's what we're going through right now. They are unleashing their bag on us. They are pulling out all the stops. They're throwing everything at us, including the kitchen sink. They are throwing everything out here to hurt you, distract you, trick you to somehow maybe regain the power that they once had. But like a match in the darkness, the light has taken over. But on the other side of this, what some of y'all don't realize is, well, if the light is winning, why is so much happening? You ever been asleep? Literally, on your bed sleep. We all do it. I don't care how woke, how spiritual you are. You ever been asleep on your bed and someone woke you up abruptly, or a car alarm outside, jolts you out of your sleep. You wake up disoriented, confused, trying to figure everything out. Imagine if every single truth that has been hidden from the masses just came in like a flood, and everyone is now forced to be force-fed with the truth. Some of y'all can't even handle that your president is not the real president. What do you think they're going to tell you about the recent thing that just passed, 9/11? When they tell you that wasn't what you think it was. Some people know this already, but some people are still like, oh my God, what happened? I mean, quick side note. How is it that they are charging a 9/11 fee when you buy an air ticket, like a plane ticket? It's 9/11 security. How many years ago was that? And you Frontier Airlines or you United or whoever it was, I can't remember, are charging me for 9/11 security? But anyway, that was to bring in a certain new age. So like I said, with David 91 was the greatest time of my life. I realized that was a part, that was almost like the starting gun to the transition. The transition to the economic decline of the West and all the power returning to the East. And that's one of their final swings. Now, this may be controversial. This may ruffle a few feathers. And once again, I don't judge people that did or didn't get it. But at the same time, for those of you that did, I just highly, highly recommend, without getting my channel in trouble, because, freedom of speech and all that exists, right? But for those of you that did, I highly, highly, highly recommend y'all start getting into some detoxifying programs. Regimens, if you will. Heavy metal detoxes. Blood cleansers. Like I said, if the truth were revealed to some of y'all at full force, you wouldn't know what to do. That, returning back to my point, is why it seems like the light is losing, because we can't reveal everything to you. Some of their pieces are already in place, but we have to slowly let them run out of gas, and then we win. Now, this might be a separate video. I might make this a whole video, but my mind's going right now. Sometimes, we have this saying, fight fire with fire, right? And when it comes to the darkness, you'll say, darkness, I got to beat them down to submission. And I'm going to tell this whole story again, but I told you my mind is here. This has been on my mind. My guy, Neville Goddard, taught me about manifestation, who I consider my first spiritual teacher. He shared a story where he was having a dream, and there was two main characters, well, three counting himself, but there was two main characters, this feminine angelic creature and this grotesque, disgusting beast, right? And in this dream, in this vision that he was talking, of course I'm paraphrasing, he noticed that he was trying to talk to this pretty angel thing, but the ugly beast thing had the nerve to call this beautiful creature mother, right? Mother, you know what I'm saying? And for some reason, this pissed off Neville. So he said that he started beating the shit out of this fucking thing. Glock, 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 beating it. But then he realized that the monster was laughing. He enjoyed the violence. He enjoyed the anger. It made him stronger. So I bring it back to my original analogy. Do you fight darkness with darkness, or do you fight darkness with the light? Now, the same way you'll say that, okay, well, I am for the light, but I ain't scared to pull out the strap. That's not what I'm talking about. We have two different armies, right? The darkness, they use, let's just make it simple. They use sickles and pitchforks. Are you in the light and your army are going to use the same weapons as your enemy? No. You're going to use bows and spears, right? Now, of course, you can pick up their weapons and use it against them. I'm all about that. But my thing is, you're using their weapons. You're using their tactics. Sometimes I get in warfare, you got to do that. But at the other end, though, if you're going to act like them, use their same weapons, act like them, behave with them, use the same stuff as them, communicate the same way, what makes you any different than the darkness? At a certain point, you got to start, wait, what am I going to do in my arsenal? They come at you full force. They want to use blunt force trauma to beat you down. Well, you know what? I'm going to use strategy. I'm going to plant traps. Put a little breadcrumb over here covered up with some leaves, and then they're going to come and fall into my trap. Thus, I defeated the enemy, but I did not become my enemy. You see? This is the mindset that we need to have moving forward through these transition times. We are on the precipice of great change. And it's up to you to decide which side that you're going to be on. I could probably already guarantee if you watch the end of this video, you know what side you're on. But for those of them that moved out or clicked off 10 seconds in, I'm not saying because you didn't watch this video, you go in the one way or the other. I'm not saying that. But you know what I'm saying? When the truth hits, some people gravitate towards the truth and some people run away from it. You know? It's crazy times that we're in. And you have to realize that the Matrix uses 3D methods to facilitate things. We're about to have David 92. The second round, mask up. The masks that didn't do anything in the first place. All these companies, the truth is coming out. Like I said, the light is being shined on these people. All these companies that are issuing the David 92 are coming out saying that, or they didn't test it, that there were maleffects that they didn't talk about. Certain high-ranking government officials being ousted, but they don't put that on the news. They're just going to scare the people that can't think for themselves. Like I said in the very beginning, this is the time that you start practicing some discernment, people. One last story, and I'm going to end this video off, because this one simple little event is what got my mind to want to share this with y'all. Went to the post office today, as what are these stamp things? I don't know what stamps are. So I was just driving around to work. I said, let me go drop this package off real quick. So I went in there and get my stamps or whatever. But as I was walking to the post office, I saw some guy was coming out with a big package that he had just got. And I opened the door for him, held the door for him, just having manners, showing politeness, humanity, Let him about his merry way. He hit me with a thank you and he kept on going, right? So then I went about my business, did what I had to do. And on my way out, he was about to load it into his vehicle. And I saw somebody else say, hey, excuse me, sir, do you need help putting that in your car? And that simple thing, that simple act of humanity showed me that it's there is goodness out here. But somebody wouldn't have seen that as a positive thing. So two people could look at the same exact interaction and have completely different responses. This is an easy example of the divide. Which side is your mind geared to? Which frequency are you operating at? Because there is going to be a decisive point where the split is going to be over and we are going to be in separate timelines. I can go into detail of what I think is going to happen, but it's just what I think. I don't know anything. I don't pretend to know anything. But me personally, I hate society. I hate the way it works, but I love humanity. I love humankind. I love human nature. I do, by default, believe that people are born good. That's some complete and utter bullshit when they say you're a born sinner. Man, fuck out my face with that, bro. I'm born a sinner. I'm born, being an embarrassment to God. So he birthed me. I'm a part of God. I'm one with God. I'm our bodies, our vessels are the temples of God, but God is inhabiting a born sinner and I need to be punished at birth? That don't make no damn sense to me, fam. And I know I said I was going to end it, but I'm going now. Screw it. I think that this is what I think. I have a bunch of theories. I don't know what's going to happen until it does. But like I said, great divide. High vibrating people, low vibrating people. Now, there's two ways I think about it. Either there's a complete shift, as in we are in two completely different worlds. Some of us, like I said, are in the utopia where we're going to start getting advanced, higher levels of education, real education. But then higher levels of health care. Let me move over that. Got the tree blocking me. But anyway, it's different levels of health care. You know what I'm saying? Higher levels of healthcare, med beds are going to come out. Technologies that have been shelved and hidden from humanity are going to come out. That's one side of it. And some of y'all going to be living in Mad Max, where you're scrapping for, building vehicles out of scrap and fighting for territories with nothing but drama and anger and violence. You know what I'm saying? You find them, you vibrate, or you survive the best you can. There is no thriving in that world. It's just survive as long as you can. And to be real with you, good luck. I hope it doesn't end like that. You know what I'm saying? What I personally think, though, is mixing a few philosophies I've heard. It's I do believe that there's going to be a solar flash. We've already, if for those of you that haven't heard of it, the Schumann resonance, go check that out, right? That's showing the plasma energy, the energy that's being emitted and radiated from the sun. But they ain't going to talk about that on the news. That's another reason for what's been going on with people's illnesses and stuff. The sun is blasting us with plasma energy, X-rays and all that type of stuff. It's y'all go do your research on that. What I truly think is going to happen is our worlds are not going to change physically. People aren't going to disappear. Some people think people are going to disappear because they're vibrating high. They move to a different frequency and they'll just be gone. Maybe. But I also leave some room to think about, maybe everyone's world is going to be exactly the same, like the people in it and all that type of stuff, but it's just going to be like a perpetual state of abundance and bliss, or a perpetual state of dread and suffering and struggle. That's what I think it is. And I'm not doing that to scare you. I'm doing it to inform you. Like the dude on the Lyft Capital, when he talks about his crypto, like he says, I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to prepare you. It's like, yeah, kind of, because when you operate in fear, that's the lowest vibration that exists on our plane, fear. And if you are operating from that, you can't see what's right there in front of you. Shit, like just a few minutes ago, I was out here working out. I don't like the fact that I ain't got no sun. Hold up. Just a few minutes ago, there was a dude out here with his kid, right? Teaching him how to ride a bike. And the child would refuse to pedal because he was so scared. He wouldn't pedal. Like you've seen the movies where everybody that learns how to ride a bike with their parent, like you're rolling with them, they're holding you up while you're pedaling and pedaling and pedaling, and then they let you go. But then the kid realized his dad wasn't holding him no more, and he automatically fell over and started crying. That's what fear does to you in every walk of life. Some of y'all be feeling so confident, but when you get thrown off your game, it's all over. It's doom, it's gloom, it's over. There's nothing else. It's done. I'm over. You can't continue living like that. Some people say it's already over. Some people say it's already set. Some people are. Me, I know I'm set. I'm on the good side of this split. And some people that want to hurt people, lie to people, cheat people, steal from people, they're over here. They're going to get theirs. Karma is not a bitch. Karma is just, straightforward with it. Straight shooter. Oh, that guy's an asshole. No, he was just honest with you. All your friends are lying to you. That guy told you the truth. Karma is just giving you, letting you, what is it? That you sow what you reap. You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. So she's just giving you your final product. She's just showing you, oh, this is what you planted. You've been spending your whole life acting like this. Here you go. Enjoy. Karma's a bitch. Don't we all get mad at our parents when we messed up and we got mad that they punished us for what we did? The people that can't accept that level of accountability, where they going. The people that hurt people, lie to people, steal to people, let me just, relating to one of my previous examples, intentionally poison people. It's just like, they're going to get theirs. Some people are already getting theirs, tinfoil back on and never came off. Some of your favorite politicians are already gone. Some of them have already been punished. But like I said, the light can't be revealed too quickly. You ever walked out in the darkness, you got hit with a bright light, you're like, oh shit. That's why we have to do things the way that we do it. Like I say, one of my personal struggles is I go back and forth between being a leader or an observer. All I'm doing right now is just sitting back and watching this. It's like I'm watching, I'm chilling. I know I'm good. I'm good with my God. I don't care what you gonna come throwing at me. I don't care what you say. No, my God is my God. It could be yours, whatever, but we all have our different, just like how children have a different relationship with their parents, my relationship with God is different than yours. It's unique, as all of our relationships should be. We should all have our unique individual relationships with our higher power. And what some of y'all don't realize is you trying to force feed your opinions on other people ain't it. It ain't it. I have a whole nother video about that as well, but my brain is going right now, so we just gonna keep on talking, and no disrespect to you, the person that left the comment, but people like you, all of y'all saying, because even the guy on Lyft Capital, once again, great information, a brother giving crypto information, but sometimes he gets a little preachy and he literally starts talking about biblical stuff. I'm like, yeah, this ain't really the place for it, but hey, do you, bro? You know what I'm saying? But he be saying stuff oh yeah, well, we're good. Those of us that are good with God, those of us that are with Jesus, those of us that are with this, we're fine. So everybody else is just going to hell because they don't believe in what you believe? That's weird to me, fam. And once again, no attacking to you, person that left that comment, you know what I'm saying? Because you've been here for a while, so no disrespect to you, of course. But when people tell you something is the only way, like in the example, Jesus is the only way to heaven, The only way, dog? Nah. There's plenty of good people out here that just don't have the same religious belief as you. They don't. And they're going to be perfectly fine. They're going to go get their rewards in their afterlife, just like you. You know, it's like we need to put all the judgment aside. Once again, we're always going to judge. We always have to practice our discernment and see what works for us in our own lives. You know, some things will repulse us, some things will attract us, you know, and we'll have strong opinions towards these things. But we need to put all that shit to the side right now and just band together, learn to love one another, learn to not look for the differences in one another, but look for the similarities amongst one another. That's just some simple stuff. But anyway, before I sit up here and talk for an hour, I'm going to end this one off. Till the next one. Peace.